Massive first-stage engines, 5 in all, generate 7. The decision to make this trip in late December was dictated by 3 factors. The first 2, a daylight launch and daylight landing, are scheduled in the interest of crew safety. The third is that in order to master the navigational techniques that have to be proven before others can safely follow, over 200 hours have been spent in simulators, observatories, and planetariums. These navigational techniques were proven to a considerable degree during the pioneering flight of Apollo 7. Yet the upcoming flight will confront the Apollo 8 crew with even more navigational challenges. Star charts, sextant readings, and triangulation plottings have been the subject of the most extensive study since man began to fly. As lunar module pilot aboard Apollo 8. The mission will end. A mission designed to reap a vast harvest of knowledge on such things as deep space navigation, tracking and targeting accuracy, communications at lunar distances, lunar photography, and most important, the experience gained in going to and from the moon. A trip that will contribute greatly to the lunar landing mission scheduled for next year. Time in space than any other man, with a total of 425 hours and 9 seconds. He will be command module pilot for the mission. This is the kind of awesome power needed to reach the moon. The Apollo spacecraft, product of 8 years of design, construction, testing, redesign, and more testing. The spacecraft proved itself worthy during its initial test flight of Apollo 7. Traveling more than 4.3 million miles in Earth orbit, the vehicle responded to each command in a manner that left no doubt in the minds of scientists, engineers, and Apollo crewmen that the craft is indeed capable of.
The swearing-in ceremony took place at the Interior Ministry building in Kabul. Hamid Karzai, a 44-year-old Pashtun leader, was elected to head the interim cabinet at the United Nations-sponsored meeting of Afghans in Germany. His term of office is only 6 months. In that time, his cabinet is expected to launch Afghanistan on the road to revival and organize a lawyer jirga to choose a government to rule for 2 years while laying the groundwork for elections. Special UN envoy Lakhdar Brahimi addressed the dignitaries at the ceremony.
After years of bitter war and conflict, power is being transferred from one administration to another, not under the fire of guns, but peacefully and pursuant to a political agreement.
The former President Rabbani, an elderly professor and poet who ruled Afghanistan between 1992 and 96, embraced the new Afghan Prime Minister. Karzai was a deputy foreign minister in Rabbani's government. At a news conference after the ceremony, Karzai said the mantle of power has been passed to him and his 29-member cabinet, and history would judge how they would meet the challenge.
If we deliver to the Afghan people what we promised, this will be a great day. If we don't deliver, this will go into oblivion. I hope we will deliver properly to the Afghan people, and then this day will be remembered nicely.
Afghanistan's new government now faces the daunting challenge of rebuilding this desperately poor nation, with no infrastructure to speak of and inhabited by an entire generation that has grown up knowing only war.